So, I want to tell you a story. If you don't see it, I'm in a completely new room, and that is because I've now moved out from my parents' place into my own house. That is thanks to you guys, chat. Let me put you guys on screen. There you are. Hi, chat. You guys are the reason I can do this. And during moving, you know, I first had to take all my stuff and get it here, which was a bit of a hassle. But the main thing I want to tell you guys about was the story of me acquiring a fridge. The last stream I did before I moved out, I promised you guys I was gonna get a double door fridge, because who's gonna stop me? This is my own building. No one can tell me I can't get a double door fridge. I really wanted one. So like one door's the fridge and one door's the freezer. Yeah? You got the idea of a double door fridge. However, it's kind of hard to decide on a fridge. I'd already looked a little bit. I wasn't quite sure what I was gonna get. So I moved in here 3 days ago without a fridge. And luckily it's cold enough in Norway now that you can put food outside and whatnot. But it's scuffed. It's really scuffed. I had to get a fridge pretty much now. So the other day, yesterday, I went to a shopping mall to get this sorted. I didn't have a fridge, I didn't have a washing machine. These were two things I needed. And you know, there's been on a few occasions now where I've started getting recognized in public. It happened once when I was out drinking. It happened once when I was getting a random delivery from a driver. So I was a bit aware that this could happen in the new place I'm at. And you know, I kind of intended to keep like a little bit of a low profile. So I go in there and, you know, I'm wearing a hoodie and I put my hoodie a little bit up. And the very first thing I want to buy is a oven-proof dish. I was going to make lasagna for dinner and I needed an oven-proof dish to put the lasagna in. So that was the plan. So I go into this glass store to see if they have anything of the sort. And it turns out I figured I moved pretty much at the perfect time, because guess what? Today is Black Friday, if I'm not mistaken. So I was able to find one of these oven-proof dishes at a huge discount. Very poggers. And then I go over to to pay to the cashier. And when he's like scanning the items and stuff, he's like, by the way, do I know you from somewhere? Are you Wirtual? And he looks at me this way and there's like a pause, an awkward silence moment. I was just like, oh, whatever. Yes, it's me. Hi. Cool to meet you. And he's like, oh, yo, that's cool. I watch your videos. And that's that. And so the very first store I walked into, I get recognized. So I go to pay. I go out of the store. I have to pick up a couple more items. I'm going on a huge shopping trip this day to get everything I'm missing. And at the end of the day, I have to get, well, the big items. I have to go get a fridge and I have to go get a washing machine. And the store I thought would be best for this, to look at this, is a huge store popular all over the Nordic countries called Elkjøp. I don't know a good comparison, but it's a huge store complex and they have everything in electronics. They have televisions, they have phones, they have fridges, washing machines, hair dryers, consoles, satellites, dog cam, cat cam. They have a ton of stuff. And I figured this is the best place to go and buy my fridge. Now, I have a friend who works at this chain, and I know how the store works. All right. So the store is segmented into different parts. So you have like a TV part, you have a phone part, a fridge part, etc. And there's one clerk that works in each part. And so when you go in there, the clerk that works in that section will try to sell you something. Because if they do, they get a percentage of that sale and they get, you know, bigger salary. And when I go into the store, it is completely empty. There is no one else in the store. So when I go in there, I already know this is going to be painful because I'm going to have to walk through the phone part and the guy's going to say, hey, can I help you with something today? And then I'm going to, no, you know, I'm good. I'm just looking. And then I'm going to have to go through the television part. And he's like, no, okay, I'm just looking. I'll tell you if I need anything. And I finally managed to sneak my way over to the fridge part. I look around. I'm not spotted. The person in the fridge section doesn't know I'm there. So now I can actually have a close look. And the fridges are actually very nice. They're set up in a line. And they're sorted by price. So over on this side, you have like the Ultra Deluxe Hyper 3000 fridge. And over here you have like, yeah, scuffed. So I enter on the expensive part and I like walk down and I'm like, I'm looking around the middle and I find one which I really liked. But the thing is my kitchen is all white. So I was like, yeah, you know, a white fridge wouldn't really be that nice. I'd like either a silver type thing or a black fridge. So I'm looking and like the only fridges that are this other color are the expensive ones. And I'm looking and I couldn't really tell the difference. So I go up to the clerk of the fridge section and I ask like, hey, can you help me with looking at these fridges? Tell me what the difference is. And the clerk that worked in the fridge section was this really sweet lady. I think like in her mid-20s, 30s. Very nice lady who was able to help me. And she told me the differences between the fridges. I don't really remember them, to be honest. But I wanted a double door fridge. So I had to buy both the fridge and the freezer. And I asked her, like, yeah, do you have this middle one? Do you have it in a different color? And she says, yeah, we do. We actually do. We have it in both silver and black. And I'm like, oh, great. And I asked, like, do you have them available in the store? And she was like, yeah, let me go look. So we go over to a different part of the store. And when she goes over there to look at it, I follow. All the other coworkers are standing there, or a lot of them, because there's nothing to do in the store. There's no customers. And she helps me look at this fridge. And the fridge that I wanted, it was not available in stock. And the next time it would be available was in 2 weeks. So like I would have to live for 2 weeks without a fridge if I wanted that exact model. So I was more keen on just leaving that store having purchased a fridge to be delivered. So I tell her like, yeah, okay, let me go back there and think about it a little bit. Because in my mind, I wanted that one. But the Hyper Deluxe 3000 fridges were also pretty cool. I mean, they were cool fridges. They were just a bit pricey, but I mean, by all means, they were good fridges. And I was like, you know, they had the Hyper fridges in stores. And I'm thinking, do I get the middle one or do I get the insane one in a cooler color? Also better fridge. Arguably much better fridge. And after standing and contemplating it for like 5 minutes, I'm like, yeah, okay, I've made up my mind. Chat, help me with this, so I'm going with the Hyper Deluxe fridge. I made up my mind. I got an expensive fridge, but a cool one at that. We got a monster fridge, ladies and gentlemen. So I go back to the woman who was helping me, and I tell her, yeah, I made up my mind. I want to get this one. She was like, all right, let's go and put in all the information for it. But when I go back to the cashier at this point, I'm noticing that there's like a crowd that has gathered around what's happening with the other coworkers. Like they're all standing behind, a little bit behind, and watching this. And so I'm not really sure what's going on there, but I just want to get everything ticked off, and I want to get out of the store. And so she's like, "Yeah, is this your address? Yeah, this is my address. Is this your name? Yeah, this is my name." And then I have to sign. Is this your phone number? Yeah, this is my phone number. And then I pay. I'm about to walk out the store, and she asks me one final question. By the way, do you want me to send the receipt electronically? And I think, oh, that's great, because if my fridge happens to break, I'll be able to, you know, get it fixed. So I say, yeah, I'd love that. And then she says, all right, is your email address virtual.trackmania@gmail.com? And the instant she says this, the clerk behind her just goes, I knew it. That's what I told you. It's him. I knew it was him. That's Virtual. I said it. Because apparently, while I've been working with this woman, the other clerks have like been talking like, yeah, do you see that guy? Yeah, that's Virtual. And so they were all like standing back there watching me buy this fridge. And one of the clerks go, you know, you said you were going to get a double door fridge. Now you're here, you're buying the double door fridge. And he was just like, he was impressed that I kept my word about it. But I was just so shocked. Like, she read it out. Like, is it virtualtrackmania@gmail? It was just like, it was so shocking. What fridge did I get? Do you guys want to see? I took pictures of it. This, ladies and gentlemen, is my new fridge. 2 doors. One is the freezer. One is the fridge. And it looks like this. So that's the story of how I bought a fridge. A double door fridge at that.